So good evening everybody and welcome back to FTRL. I do apologise for the delay. We have had some technical issues with YouTube. However, we are temporarily working, so let's get it on while we are live. Good evening Jordan. We are live eventually. We're a little bit late, 18 bloody minutes. Anyway, back with GT3. We're already into week 5 of the season and it is our third sprint week here at the Sardegna B layout then. So it's a double header race week. We're back in the Group 4 Vipers, so everybody in the same car this week. And what else have we got to say? Everybody on the medium tyres. Aaron, hello. Oh, hello, welcome. Finally, we're up and running. The YouTube has done its best to frustrate me, but we are off and running. Right, and qualifying underway, 15 minutes to decide a running order for race 1, which is going to be a 21 lap affair. Medium tyres are the only tyres available tonight. In fact, they're the only tyres available this week in FTRL. All three, all three divisions are medium tyre only this week. Then, and I have just been informed that our glorious leader and creator, Mr. Aaron Taylor, is currently disposing of the contents of his guts and ani to the porcelain. So there we go. That's some information for you. I've completely lost my train of thought after that. Yeah. Oh wow. Shots being fired in the chat from former teammates, which I will touch on a little bit later. On screen then we're back in GT3. However, this man is making his first appearance of the season. It is just Mikey. He is down in GT3. Say down, like it feels like a bit of a harsh, but we'll go through the ins and outs in a minute. What we will do first though is go on a lap of Sardegna B with Mikey, then we're up the start finish straight. We pull over to the right hand side, then looking for your braking marker for turn 1, using all the runoff and the curb on the right hand side, then tip in this tricky left hand side and watch the gravel on exit, which Mikey has just dipped his outside tyres into. And through the sweeping long S, washes out to the outside there, but gripping nicely. Then down the gearbox to second for the left-hander, starts to climb uphill. Back get a little bit twitchy. However, the Viper is a very nice and stable and planted car. Tips into the right-hander then, using the banking. So we start to build, then start flying down the hill into the middle part of the lap. Good evening and safe. How did your Nordschleife time trial go? Did you get the gold? Evening Schmidt. Now, tricky corner here, braking on the blue. Then into this uphill off camber corner. Car will kick out wide again, just dipping some tyres in the gravel. Very easy to make a big mistake there. Then up the hill over to the right hand side for the left hander. Circuit drops away, the car gets unsettled. Then using the camber starts to build the speed up. This left hand a little bit of a lift there just to get the car turned, get the nose in. A little bit left on the outside there, like he could have pushed a bit harder. Indeed he is, Pagani then through the final corner. Don't run too wide into the grass there, that is a penalty zone. Obviously a few half-second penalties get picked up there. Mikey crosses the line with a 26.5 for the first time. Biggles, it is indeed. I wonder why you are such a fan. So as I mentioned then, this is just Mikey back in GT3 then. He's been having a torrid time in GT2 this season. And in a bid to reinvigorate and reinvigorate himself. Some further anyway. To reinvigorate and get himself some confidence back up. He's dropping down to GT3 for the remainder of the season. He will be flying solo. But just looking to get some confidence back really back in GT3, although the level in GT3 is high, so I do not expect him to walk it. I say he shouldn't walk it, he's currently half a second up on the rest of the field, but we shall see how that plays out. There isn't room, Aaron, just because of the man on screen basically. First flying runs, and Mikey is currently fastest, out on second. Dusty Fossil third. In the background, Derek has got around at the bottom of the hill. Always contact with one of the Pixar cars. Derek across the middle of the track. There he is. And they're also tipping a tyre. Second lap time's coming in then. Anybody looking to improve? Mikey improves to 26.3. Odon goes fastest with a 26 flat. So Odon looking very, very quick then. Had a really good race in GT2 last week as well at Altopolis. He's carried over that good momentum. Odon looking like a force to be reckoned with at this one, as Mikey inevitably has had a twirl on screen. So the twirl livery has paid dividends there. Comes the first pun at his expense. However, the first two, Dusty Fossil exactly second off Odon's time in third. So at the minute, Odon and Mikey are the class of the field around here. Carol Vorderman up to P6. Say Zeus. Yeah, Owen said the biggest improver since he's joined. He is absolutely. He's been really, really strong this season. Hasn't quite hooked it up in the endurance races yet, but I'm definitely going to think he's going to be a threat in the sprint races. But he's definitely getting more consistent. He's definitely getting quicker as well. I have a small mixed race cat sat on my lap, staring at me. I that was 28.2, so we'll go through that. Get in there. Get in there, Lewis. Thank you, Schmidt. Who was the score? Was it Dio goal again? No, boring 0-0 draw. Right then, so the running order currently the Odon, who's coming around to complete another lap. Let's see if this is going to improve. Is he going to be the first one into the 25s? Not quite then, a little bit slow on that lap. Bradley. Oh, get in there, Lewis. What about Mikey? Mikey will have a spin. What about Joker? He's up to third. Jumps ahead of his team, but then Dusty Foss, of course, Joker prevailed in an absolutely outstanding battle last week. And so last week, of course, was our second endurance race of the season. We were at the legendary Spa-Francorchamps circuit, and it came down to an absolutely titanic duel between this man and FTRL Autism, aka Co Andy. Andy in the WRX, Joker was in the Toyota FT1, and they were duking it out all race long, differing strategies. And what came out ahead, Joker chased him down. We had a good scrap for a couple of laps, and then just a small mistake from Andy let Joker get away on that final lap and prevail in what was a Herculean effort. Great scrap last week. Of course, the man leading the championship is the man in P4, that's Dusty Fossil. However, wasn't quite on the pace with the front two last week. And now passes then in P5 as the aforementioned FTRL Autism goes second fastest then, with a 26.2. P6, then Jesus down to P7. Batman in P8, just ahead of Alex Pixie, who's having a solid qualifying so far. Going up in P10, ahead of Zomlar then. Now, we need to get the tiny violins out in the chat, please, the violin emojis, because this man is celebrating his last day as a 30-something. That's right, this man tomorrow is 40 years old. Screen. So, tiny violins in the chat, please, for Zom. He is officially middle-aged. Midlife crisis incoming. Dane P14, and I'm our Bruce Lee P15 at the minute. Then Odon into the pits. Reset. Mikey has improved meanwhile up to a 26.3, puts him back into P3. Face Potter has gone P4 then, so both the Globo Gym cars in the top four at the minute, first and fourth. Great qualifying from those two. How can Average Joe's respond? Unsafe to asking, who do I think will replace Kopp? Good question. Who would I like to replace Klopp? Well, I think the big money's on Xabi Alonso. Obviously Liverpool legend, having an absolutely outstanding season with Leverkusen at the minute. And do you know what? I'd be very happy with Xabi Alonso. No, not Gerrard. Unfortunately, no. Gerrard's stock unfortunately has fallen quite significantly. Gerrard needs to get himself a better challenge, I think, somewhere back in Europe. Start building his stock again. Xabi Alonso. If not him, De Zerbi seems to be a good shout, the Brighton manager. Thomas Frank, I've seen being mentioned as well, of course, the Brentford manager, who not a bad shout. Somebody also mentioned Graham Potter to me, which I don't think would be too bad. Obviously, he didn't have a great time at Chelsea, but then I think the Chelsea job is a bit of a poison chalice, so I don't think it's a fair representation of him. But yeah, first, I'm still not quite over that shocking and terrible announcement from last week. So if you hear me crying on stream at some point, I've just thought about that again. Anyway, back to the point at hand, qualifying, and the time's now starting to close in a little bit. Odon still on pole, Andy just a tenth and a half back, Mikey a tenth further back. Face Potter has closed the gap now to half a second between the top four. 1 second covers the top 10. Yeah, I mean, even Pochettino has gone in there and he's not doing any better, having spent a lot more money as well. So there's just something wrong in the culture at Chelsea a little bit, I think. And I'm all here for it, to be honest. May they stay in the wilderness for a few years. They're my Man U. And Brewster then into the 28s. And Mikey has meanwhile gone to the top and into the 25s. So the first man into the 25s is the one you would not expect to be there, or would you? Maybe is he showing that he is genuinely GT2 pace? Well, he does like this Viper and he does like this track. So Mikey getting himself back into a happy place. I know we all take the piss out of Mikey. It's a good laugh. And he's a good sport for it as well, but generally everybody with the FTRL community wants him to do well. And you know, why he struggles, we don't know. A lot of us have tried to help him get to the bottom of it, and there's flashes in there. He just needs to string it together, and at the minute he is stringing it together because he's gone purple. Okay, nearly everybody in the FTRL community. Schmidt is one of the outliers. Apparently does not do well. Dane improves to a 28-2. Can Mikey? That was lap up there. He's kicked the grass up. Oh, and a second penalty there. So that's a harsh penalty there. He's going to dive into the pits with some fresh tyres. No, he's just going to serve it through. Would it have been a quicker lap? It wasn't in the end. Yeah, he's come back to dominate GT3 on safe there. Same reason Aaron's gone to GT2. Zombie improving now as well, so the lap time's starting to improve as a bit of the fuel burns off. Dusty Fossil up to 4th now. He's now just 3.5 tenths off. Dusty Fossil down to 6th. Zombie up to 7th. Instead of 5, Goyzer has improved. He's now into P8 ahead of Jesus, his teammate there. So as the lap time's lower, it's now top 9 covered by a second. Derek then, who is currently 4th in the championship. Now finds himself down in P10. Having a little bit of a struggle at the moment. That doesn't look like it's going to be improvement either. That man's down in P11. As Jesus improves again. Goes back ahead of his teammate and ahead of Zombie into P7 then with a 26.6. Yes, sensation. I'm sure he would absolutely love that. Right then, let's look at the standings then as things are coming into this week then. And top of the pile is Dusty Fossil on 101 points after 2 wins and a pole point. He is 2 points ahead of Co-Andy on 99. After that starting drive last week, another P2. P3 is Joker after his victory last week. He leapfrogs back into the top 3. Of course, having lagged out of the second race at Kyoto a couple of weeks ago in the last sprint week. So bounced back then, puts himself back into contention then, just 12 points off the top. Derek then down to 4th then after last week. He finished distance 4th last week, but still banked some good points. He's on 84 points. So Sim Demon versus Roush seems to be the order of the things at the minute. Coming to complete a lap. That's not an improvement. P5 then. Best of the rest is still Zomlar on 65 points. Then we've got Matman in P6. He's on 52. Odon is just a point back on 51. He's P7. Then we've got Fat Dane, of course, he was so cruelly lagged out last week while he was going strongly. He's on 49.5 points in P8. Alex Pixie is P9 on 41. Then it's Goy on 39.5 points in P10. Zombie is just a point further back on 38.5. He's 11th. Azus, who made his first appearance of the season last week, and that's a solid run. He's 12th on 30.5. Of course, he's had some fillers in, so that's why he has got some more points. He's a point ahead of Bruce Lee, who is on 29, and then Face Potter on 22. So that is the standings. this week then. So into the last few seconds of qualifying then. Last chance for people to improve, and Odon's in the gravel, and that's not going to help him. So Odon will not be challenging for pole. Nunez is at the post with a penalty, you tart. Nunez, why you do that? He's going to score like a bicycle kick from 40 yards and it just for that now, isn't it? That's just the sort of guy he is. Right then, final laps. Last chance to improve. Mikey is on for provisional pole at the minute, so it's up to those to beat him. Odon's gone out again, but he's not going to get another lap in. What about Andy? Oh, he's on the gravel, sideways. Again, kicking up some gravel. And he's marking that hour and a half second penalty then, so he will not be improving. Alright, Dusty Fossil, he's next up. Currently P4, 3.5 tenths to find. But he's down by a tenth. There's Joker. Going slowly, so Joker's already finished, so Joker is not going to improve. Can Dusty Fossil jump up the order with his final lap? The answer is no, he can't. He lost some time in the final sector. Is that everybody done then? I believe it is. Some people at the pits, and so it is Mikey then who bags his first points. With pole position, welcome everybody, one and all. Apologise for the delay, we had some technical issues with the YouTube, and then the lobby decided to crash on me as well, but we're up and running now, we're all good, and I'm winding the cat up by touching my tail. Yeah, he's here, and he has dominated qualifying. So promotion to GT2 incoming. And there we have it then, qualifying over and done with. And it is Mikey on pole then by just over half a tenth of a second then from Odon. Autism and Dusty Fossil 1 and 2 in the championship line up together on row 2. Joker and Face Potter line up together on row 3. Great qualifying there from Face Potter. Both the Globo Gym cars in the top 6 then. Azus, strong qualifying from him as well, P7. Zombie there up in P8. Good job from him. He's just ahead of Goy in 9th. Derek down in P10. I think he'll be disappointed with that then, but the top 10 covered by less than a second. Alex Pixie, solid job from him, P11 ahead of Zom on his last day as a 39-year-old. Matman down in P13. I think he'll be a little bit disappointed with that then. I'm our Bruce Lee, P14. Just pipping Dane then, who is P15. So that's qualifying over and done with. Let's get some predictions in the chat then. Who do we think is going to win this one? Is Mikey going to walk in and be victorious in his first attempt? Is it going to be Odon's first victory, or are we going to expect Autism and Dusty Fossil and Joker to come through? Have your predictions as we get the race underway. 21 laps. Aaron is covering all bases with Odon, Andy, Carl and Joker, apparently. Odon wins and Mikey spins, says Unsafe. That's probably not an out there prediction, if I'm honest. Drivers are lined up then. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And race 1 is underway. There's been a jump start from Zombie. And he's going to go all the way to the back then, so after all that effort qualifying, and it's a great start from Odon. He's got the launch, he's ahead as they head up towards turn 1. Autism and Dusty Fossil in the slipstream, Andy to the inside. The backside of it, Mikey will retake the lead. Odon's going to try and go around the outside. And he's now side by side. Odon and Autism been leaning on each other there. And trying to open the door. Dusty Fossil's... sorry, his Joker kicking up the dirt. Odon gets ahead then of Andy into the braking zone. And Dusty Fossil's got the inside. Joker around the outside. Odon's on the grass. And Andy sweeps him up, and Joker down the inside up to third. Great move there for opportunity from him. Odon going backwards at the minute. But Mikey has jumped into the lead, and he's 8/10 clear as they head through the middle sector for the first time. It's Mikey from Andy, from Joker, then Odon, Dusty Fossil alongside him as they come into the braking zone. Bit of contact, bit of bumping there. Joker, Dusty Fossil goes through. Odon fights back as they head up the hill though. He's got the inside for the left-hander. Dusty Fossil sweeps across and takes the nose. Odon has a big old switch then. And behind him, Jesus is up the inside of his teammate. So it's Globo Jim versus Average Joe's. Oh, they're both off. Oh, and Rao face Potter's off. Oh, another one on there. The Batman's on the grass as well. Oh, and Derek's around. There's been absolute chaos in the pack. I think Batman got reset there, and I think there's absolute chaos at the back. But up front, Mikey leads by 1.2 seconds then as they start lap 2. Oh, but bits of tyres in the gravel. That'll be slowing him up, and that's letting Andy close in immediately. So he's giving away 3/10 immediately. Joke up to third, Dusty Fossil's fourth. Five Guys is up to P5 then. So Goy's come through all that chaos. Face Posters in P6 despite being full on sideways. What's happened to Odon? He's all the way down to P10. Odon, who was leading on the run up to turn 1 at the end of lap 1, finds himself all the way down at the bottom end of the top 10. So it's been a bit of a disaster there. I'm on Bruce Lee as well, up from 14th into 9th. He had a really good start there. And Zombie, despite that jump start, has actually gone up a position. So there's been some chaos in the pack. Who's been the biggest benefit from Matman on the grass there, got reset. Oh, he's down in the gravel as well, and around he goes. Derek, who was backwards at the final corner, he's closing in, and through he goes. So those two having a dramatic opening couple of laps. As they come on to complete lap 2, Mikey leads by 1.1 seconds. So despite dipping those tyres in the gravel, he's managed to claw back that time he gave away and sets the fastest lap of the race. However, Andy behind him responds immediately. Goes a 10th quicker. Use the 3-second penalty. Can they respond then? So it's Mikey leading from Andy, from Joker, from Dusty Fossil. So your the top 3 of the championship. 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Joker's just gone purple by 3/10 in sector 1. Then he catches the grass though. Zom had it. Of course, Zom had it. He's probably cut the pit line entrance. I think it's just a thing now. Probably PD have just decided that if he even touches the pit entry line, even if he's not even going to the pits, it's a 3-second penalty. Just also around the outside then. So letting his teammate go there. Joker. Now he's got a bit of dirt on his tyres. You can see him struggling to get the car pointed in a straight line. 1.3, having been 3/10 purple in sector 1, he's now 1.3 seconds down, so that's so much time he lost with that big old slide. And that has opened a big gap there for Andy in P2, who can now just focus on trying to close down Mikey. He's now got 1.6 back to Dusty Fossil. He's up to 3rd then. Goy going really strongly again. He had a solid run last week at Spa. He also finished 5th there. However, he's got Face Potter and Zombie behind him. Jesus not a million miles away. Odon's up to 9th. Leading Lennon. Bruce Lee down to P10, and Dane closing in as well. Slipstream battle here. He's going to go for a move into turn 1. Pops out to the inside for turn 1. They go side by side, but Bruce Lee cuts the nose off there. Good defending. Later on the brakes. Dane decided that wasn't quite big enough gap. We'll wait for another opportunity there. And then back here we've got the Chaos pack. We've got Derek, we've got Alex, we've got Zom, and we've got Matman. These guys have all had some dramas early on. Well, they've got each other to battle with then. And Derek, having been backwards on lap 1, up to P12 as he starts to fight back then, but he's now got 8 seconds ahead of him to try and close. Dane and Bruce Lee duking out down the hill. He's going to go for a move into this braking zone. Is he close enough for a move here? No, Bruce Lee brakes late. A little bit wide though, and that's going to give Dane a run up the hill, but Dane has a big old slide. Oh, what's up with the Goy? Goy's gone down a couple of places then, so Face Potter and Zombie Fu, but Zombie's out wide and on the grass. Now we'll have dirty tyres. He's a bit slow at the final corner. Goy's tucked right up behind him. The four are still separated. So there's been no change up front. Then here comes Goy. Jesus going to give him the push. And Goy retakes P6. Get it stopped in turn 1. Zombie's a little bit later on the brakes and trying to hang it around the outside. Nothing doing though. Goy then reclaims the place, and now Jesus is trying to attack Zombie. Up front, it looks like Dusty Fossil has got the magnets on. Then he's starting to close in on Andy, and he's bringing Joker with him. Meanwhile, Mikey's lead is now nearly 2 seconds. It's 1.8, 1.9. It's just ebbing and flowing a little bit there as the gear changes. Going well so far. Oh, because the commentator immediately strikes. And Mikey pirouettes out of the lead of the race. Oh, he's got a big gap, so we should rejoin in P4, but here come the pack. Oh, Mike. The ultimate commentator curse there. I am sorry, Mike. I did it to Derek in week 1. I've done it to Mikey in week 5. So Andy leads from Dusty Fossil from Joker. It's a familiar 3 up front. After that spin, Mike now 4 seconds in arrears. Has now got Face Potter closing him down. Goy then has held off. I didn't do it deliberately. It's not my fault. Did not do it. Dane has got past Bruce Lee. Derek Green has got clear what's happened back here. Matman and Alex Pixie have had some dramas. They've dropped away from Zom and Derek. So towards gone on there. Can we get confirmed? Has there been just Mikey Huff in the party? Back here then. So it's Average Joe's versus Touring Car Mags. Zombie then has got one in front, one behind. He's attacking and defending from the Average Joe's cars. And Odon is also recovering just behind him then. Goes a little bit wide there. That's going to compromise his run up the hill, but then Zombie has a big old slide trying to avoid him. However, he's still got the momentum up the hill. He goes round the outside. But now he's on the outside. Now Jesus is up the inside of him. And through he goes. Oh, it's a hip check. Out wide, and Odon's followed him off as well. Yeah, Jesus did wait for him there, so showing that one. And the big beneficiary from that one has been Odon, and for Goy Carp as well. Face Potter's got a half-second penalty, meanwhile that will help Goy as he tries to close back in. Up front then, Andy continues to lead, however that lead is now just half a second then, so Dusty Fossil has got the magnets on there. Andy a little bit wide. Dusty Fossil there apexing nicely, however Andy keeps the momentum off the corner. Tries to build the lead. Fossil has just taken the fastest lap away as well, 26.1. I think that's quicker than he went in qualifying. Oh, Joker in the background with a half-second penalty, so he's run wide probably at the final corner. Where's the penalty line here? I can't remember. I think it's coming on to start-finish straight, isn't it? So it really does hinder you badly. So this will leave Dusty Fossil and Autism slanging it out. Ooh, Dusty Fossil's picked out wide there. He's over the curb. Some dirt on his tyres now, but Andy's gone wide as well out the final corner. That's given Dusty Fossil a really good run. Dusty Fossil to the inside immediately. And despite running wide and getting dirt on his tyres, he takes the lead of the race then. So change for the lead. However, Andy drops straight into the slipstream. Is he going to be close enough for a move into turn 1? Pops to the inside early. But it's just showing the nose. So that is move done. And Dusty Fossil leads. Joker then having served that penalty, now 2.3 seconds back. Mikey recovering in 4th. So he's got his head back down again. Potter's still going well in P5, Goy in P6. Odon's got a half-second penalty now in P7. Zombie and Jesus are closing back in again. He's also not a million miles away. If those guys start battling. Further back then we've got Derek, who is recovering. He's caught Bruce Lee. And Zom is there as well. Alex. Circulating together. They are some way off the pack at the minute. So last week it was Autism versus Joker. This week, in the minute, it's Autism versus Dusty Fossil. You see your first and second in the championship. In fact, the top 3 in championship order. Joker really needs to get back on terms. A little bit of a slide there again. We'll now be getting the slipstream though. I think he's a little bit too far back to be challenging into turn 1, but he will be closing. Joker is also catching those front 2. So he's currently 2.4 seconds off the race lead. In fact, then Mikey is now in a bit of no man's land. He's dropped face Potter, who served his half-second penalty. He's over the curb there. I'll give Goy some encouragement as he tries to close down. And the Zombie has wrapped up Odon, who just served his half-second penalty. What's happened to Jesus? Because he's gone backwards again. Started strongly. He's just drifted back then, and Dane has picked him off. Dane into the top 9 now. Let's get those Danish flags going. Zom now is also wrapped up by Mar Bruce Lee. And now what's happened to Derek? Oh, Derek's back in P15. He's had another drama. It's the 46.9 last time around, so Derek's been off again. Just not settling this week. Derek then, who's had such a really good season so far, but has just struggled in this one so far. Back with the leaders. Just coming around to complete lap 9. And it's half a second between them. Now it's important to get a good run out of this corner. Also they just clip that curb. And that's given Autism a run then, so Andy's now got a run. Down the start finish straight. Here he comes, Dusty Fossil hugging that left hand's white line. Andy thinks about it, comes back over. Has to go the long way around. Dusty Fossil then moves over to give him the squeeze. Good battling, good defensive there from Dusty Fossil. He's a wily old fox. Old being the operative word. But Andy is right there now. Trying to get the tighter line. The next braking zone. Dusty Fossil has to go hard on the brakes, went shallow though. He's going to compromise his speed through the corner. And Andy is all over the back of him. So drop down through the right hander, dropping into the middle part of the lap. 3.5 tenths is the gap. We're coming into this big braking zone here. We're just going to try and focus on getting the run up the hill. Driving from both of them then. And having a better run up the hill then. Closes back in again. This is where he needs to stay close. Try and get a good run at that final corner. It's difficult to make a move into the final corner because it's not a big braking zone. You're trying to carry the speed, but it's about getting your line right more than anything. And he's had a really good run again. He's pushing him through the corner, in fact. Dusty Fossil a little bit wide. And he then clips the grass this time as well. Who was that with a penalty I saw in the background? Was it Joker? Possibly. So Andy there had such a good run, but he caught him at the wrong place. However, he's closing as they come into the braking zone. Is he going to go for a move down the inside? He's not. He's not close enough. Feel like a move is only a matter of time. Andy looking quick at this phase of the race. Bit of a slide there from Andy. Just giving Carl a couple of car lengths. And the pace, I think Joker did have a half-second penalty there because he did 27-0 last time around, so he just dropped back a little bit. But still comfortably ahead of Mike, who is now in a bit no man's land in P4, so he can just focus on his race. Face Potter's still going well in P5 there. Best drive of the season from him. Keeping Goy at arm's length. And Zombie and Odon still very much there. Absolutely, Luke. So Zombie and Odon are still very much in this hunt then for a top 5. Oh, Face Potter's in the gravel. You don't want to be there. Still manages to go do the personal best middle sector time though, despite bringing half of Skegness Beach onto the track with him. And these 4 are coming together. What's happened up front? There's been a change for the lead. Meanwhile, Andy takes the lead back. However, Dusty Fossil is not done. Drops into the slipstream. Ooh, Andy left the door open there, but Dusty Fossil goes to the outside. Andy puts a squeeze on him though, holds him out wide. Ooh, dips a couple of wheels over that curb though. It's a big curb, unsettles the car. It's compromised his run. And now Dusty Fossil's all over the back of him. And this is bringing Joker back into it again. Now they're battling. Thought about a move there. There wasn't anything doing though. Going back through the field. Dane's still going well in P9. However, Jesus is not being dropped. So that's not secure. Zombie's now very clear in P11. Having a bit of a lonely race. Bruce Lee going well in 12th. Then Matman, Alex Pixie and Derek battling over P13. Back with the leaders. Come to the braking zone. Up the hill we go. Andy getting a little bit sideways there. That's the gap now. It's just 1.5 then. So here comes Joker. He's closing back in again. Just 2.3 seconds off the lead. 1.5 behind his teammate. Now critically, Andy has broken out slipstream range for the moment. Let's see how he gets out of the final corner. He's had a good run there. And yeah, he's broken slipstream currently. However, Dusty Fossil is closing, was closing. No, Andy's pulling away again now. So no slipstream for Dusty Fossil. But he is just edging up. And a slightly better run at the final corner. And he then survives then. Lap 13. Joker now just 2.1 seconds off the lead. So 3 for the lead, coming together again. I'll keep 4 seconds back. He's got his head down. I think consistently, mostly in the 26s there, 27.9, so he's had a drama on lap 10. There's a bit of penalty. Look at this battle pack here then. Odon's got back ahead of Zombie. Meanwhile, on the battle for P7. Now, can he do anything about the 2 ahead of him? Go therefore, about to move down the inside there into that right-hander. Potter just teased him by leaving the door a little bit ajar. It wasn't a Goy-sized gap though. Down through the hill. Brakes in. There we go. Oh, Odon sideways and oh, Zombie's in the gravel and around he goes. Oh, big shame. That leaves Odon free then to attack Goy and try and help his teammate out. And Dane meanwhile has swept up to P8 then, so Dane up another position. Zombie's got going again, but he's got Jesus straight down the inside of him. And Zombie is coming as well. All hail the king. Oh, Bruce Lee now in a bit of a lonely P12. Meanwhile, Matman P13 just digging up some gravel as well. And Alex and Derek, who's just not having a night to remember so far. Well, up front, Dusty Fossil then has caught back in. Hey, yeah, it's a gift, Lennon, I'm not going to lie. What can I say? What can I say? It's just a gift, isn't it? And so up front, then Dusty Fossil has re-engaged with Andy. Joker has just slipped back a little bit again. Lost half a second on that lap. 26.1 from the leader, 26 flat from Dusty Fossil. Joker 26.5, and he needs to look at his mirrors because just Mikey has just done the fastest lap of the race. 25.9, the first man into the 29s in the race. And he took half a second out of Joker. Still got 3.2 seconds to go, but we're at 2/3 race distance, so there is time if you can keep that sort of pace up. For the lead, Dusty Fossil in the slipstream, but I don't think he's going to be close enough. No pit stops needed. The tyre and fuel is only on ×1, so with it being the medium tyres, there won't be any need for pit stops. And if you do need to pit, then you've done something very, very, very wrong. Fossil has pulled away then, and Goy has slipped back behind Odon. So Globo Jim have taken the initiative. 32.0, he's had an off somewhere on that lap. Now in solid P8, picking up the pieces. Those ahead of him. Meanwhile, Zombie, Jesus and Zom are now together and battling. Zom has caught these two. Zom's pace getting better and better as the race has gone on. And while Bruce Lee in no man's land. And Matt has edged away from Alex. He's keeping Derek at bay. In a minute is a Roush Racing sandwich with the whole field in the middle. To the final corner we come then. Ooh, Andy right on the limit there. Right on the limit. Did he get away with that? A poor run. Here comes Dusty Fossil. What does he do this time? Again, Andy's leaving the inside. Dusty Fossil though, he's going to go to the outside again. Gets the overlap, he's ahead as they get to the corner. Is he going to hang on around the outside? He is. Oh, Andy that gives him a big hip check. Andy waiting up there. I think he was ahead, but he gave him a big lever into the gravel, and what that has done has brought Joker right into this battle now. Andy giving back some time that he gained there as a result. Andy's corner, very much so. Andy was having that corner regardless. Right then now, Mikey slipped back in at 28.4 on that lap, so he's had a moment somewhere, so he's not being able to capitalise. These three together, you'd think they're going to start battling now, especially if they're going to start levering each other into the gravel. An opportunity for Mikey to get back into this lead conversation. Odon, meanwhile, is up to P5, so he's ahead of his teammate. Just done his personal best as well, 26.5 in the race. His lap time's a little bit all over in this one, 26s, 27s, 28s, 29s in there as well. So, Odon just not getting the consistency he had in qualifying. We did a 26.1. Dane has... Oh, what's happened to Jesus? And he's down to P12, 41.0. So he slipped back behind Armar Bruce Lee. So Jesus has had a big drama somewhere. So from then, Andy has now extended the lead. But the Sim Demon cars are still chasing hard. Mikey has just done a 25.8 then, so he goes from doing a 25.8 to 28.4s. That's Mikey's problem in a nutshell right there. Great pace over one lap, and then a mistake, and loses more time than he gained the lap after. So there's definitely an opportunity there for him to get back into this, but we'll need those three ahead to start battling again at the minute. A pair that look like battling are Dusty Fossil and Joker, rather than Dusty Fossil and Andy. Got himself a 1.3 second lead at the minute, which is the biggest it's been for a while. There are top four, and he goes through shot. Dusty Fossil, Joker, and Mikey in the background. Odon and Face Potter and Globo cars together in 5th and 6th, their best performance of the season so far as a pair. It's good to see Luke going well. Although much in touch still. He's also lurking. Zombie. Still got Zom chasing him. Battle for P9. Bruce and Jesus recovering. Oh, Alex Pixie and Matman side by side through the bottom corner there. Alex Pixie sticking his nose down the inside, but Matman not able to get through. And Derek catching the gravel and almost having another moment. Derek is having a race to forget by his standards this season. We'll go back to the leaders then. We're on lap 18 of 21 then. 3.5 to go. Fossil then has started to just close in on Andy again. He's just dropped Joker by a couple of cars, and Mikey's getting closer. He's just done 27.0. What's been going up ahead of him then? He's actually lost half a second. So Mikey gains on one lap and then loses it on the next. Oh! Andy on the grass. Oh, he saves it. But he's wide, and through goes Dusty Fossil, and is Joker going to go through as well? He will do, because he's got a massive run at the final corner. Big mistake from Andy. And the Sim Demon boys sweep through into the lead. It's that easy. It's that easy to make a mistake. And look at what it cost him then. He was 1.4 seconds in the lead. Now he's 1.8 seconds behind in third. So Andy's now got it all to do over the last 3 laps. Oh, he's wide again. Needs to be careful. Dirty tyres. Then regrouping, starting to close back in again. Can he pick either of them off before the end of the race then? He's not got long to do it. Zombie and Zom together. That's the Paul strategy, Lennon, absolutely. Ooh, Alex Pixie dropped back behind Derek, so there's a drama somewhere. And here we go then, final corner. Ooh, tyre squealing. Oh, Joker's had a wobble now. And here comes Andy. We start the penultimate lap. Just Russell leads by 1.5 seconds. Joker's got an Andy-shaped problem in his mirrors. On board with P2. Andy in the mirror. On the screen, rather. He's in the mirrors as well. There he is. A little bit deep there. Just a couple of tenths there. Down through the middle part of the lap then. About 9 tenths of Andy made a mistake somewhere in that first sector. Oh, Andy sideways in the background. Yeah, he's not trying. It looks like this one has got away from him a little bit then. At the final corner we come. Start the final lap of the race. And Gary Harvey, welcome to the chat. Joker does personal best. Closes in a bit on Dusty Fossil. Andy has been pushing hard, but I think he's going to be kicking himself, but this is one that got away. Battles that we got then. Zombie has seen off Zomlar for the time being. It's just Alex and Matt is the real battle at the minute. Dusty Fossil leading on the final lap then. 1.1 seconds is his advantage. It's the same battle, gap between Joker and Andy. So the front three are all equidistant. The battle seems to be back here. That's Derek's catching a Zeus. Got Alex Pixie right behind him, but we'll see the leaders as they come around the final few corners. Is there going to be any dramas? Is Joker closing in? But I don't think he's going to get an opportunity here. Oh, Andy's pushed hard. He's gone wide. And out of the final corner without any dramas. And Dusty Fosslin is going to be victorious in race 1 tonight. Oh, Joker's catching him. Joker's taking the lead. Joker's won it. Interesting. Dusty Fosslin lifts off and Joker wins. Andy Meiklingham's home P4. Odon's going to recover to P5. Some team orders at Simdean, perhaps. And that was their personal best fastest lap at the end there. Face Potter crosses the line. Solid P6 from him. Goy comes home P7. Dane has picked up the pieces and gets a solid P8. And somebody's going to come back for P9. I don't know what happened there. We'll have to ask them. Perhaps, yes. Pagani pointing out that Joker did let Dusty Fossil go earlier in the race after running wide, so it would appear he was paying the favour. My Bruce Lee gets a P11. Quiet race for him there. Derek then is going to salvage P12. Oh, his Batman's wide. And where's Alex Pixie? And Jesus, there goes Alex Pixie. So Batman runs wide at the final corner, and Alex Pixie snatches P13. And Jesus' race, having been running so strongly early on in that battle with his teammate, is going to unfortunately end up with P15. Crosses the line. Right. If somebody in the admin chat can spin a wheel for me, and let me know what the race, the swapping number will be. That would be much appreciated. Of course, it is a partial reverse grid race as per the random wheel generator. The result set of race 1 then, and it is Joker who ends up victorious after his teammate slows to let him by on the line. They timed it well because only 7/10 covered them as they crossed the line, so that very nearly went wrong. But so Joker wins, Dusty Fossil second, and Autism third. Just Mikey on his return to GT3 gets P4. But what might have been for him there, the fastest lap of the race, looking at the pace, Odon then having led on the run to turn 1, lap 1, and found himself all the way back at P10 at the start of lap 2. Comes home P5 in the end, but some way away from that lead battle. He'll be hoping to go a bit better in race 2. His teammate, they're following home P6. Great job there from Face Potter. Goy, a solid P7. Dane in P8. He picked up the pieces as those ahead of him decided to exit stage right and or stage left. Zombie prevailed in that battle for P9. And so I'm coming through for P10. My Bruce Lee had a very lonely race in P11. Derek had a bit of a race to forget there, but gets home P12 in the end. Alex Pixie picked off Matt on the final lap there after he ran wide. He gets P13 with Matt P14. And Jesus, who ran well early on, but slipped back to the end there to P15. Right then, so I need to... set this, set my host. There we go then. Right, so we will reset the lobby. Oh, Dominic's a boss. We wait for the random draw. Do some laps tomorrow and find out. Well, yes, of course, GT2 back tomorrow. This week they are at Red Bull Ring. So we're all familiar with it. It's P10. Yeah, I know. I've seen Lennon. Before one of the Dunes could, bury a penalty, but no, he had to slap the post, didn't he? things you love to see. All right, P10. Has been quite on, which means that it's going to be the man about to celebrate his birthday. Zom is going to be on pole for race 2. So Dusty Fossil Zom. Zom, Bruce Lee, Alex Pixie. And then sort the grid out for race 2. So it is going to be His Royal Highness Zom on pole position. Joining him on row 1 is going to be Zombie. P8 was Mr. Dane. And if him was Mr. Goykop. And there's Mr. Face Potter. Odom. Mikey. Andy. Jacob stays there. Dusty Fossil. Who's there? Derek. There, so that's top 10. And move. Bruce Lee. Right, so it's Joker 1, 2 Fossil, Andy, Mikey, Odon, Face Potter, Goy, Dane, Zombie, Zom, and then Bruce Lee, Derek, Alex Pixie, Matman, and yes. So then, so Carl extends his championship lead then, when it looks like Andy might be joining him at the top earlier on. But that is the nature of racing, it ebbs and flows. In the end then it was, well no it wasn't, it was Joker that Joker closes in a little bit then, but only by a point. Of course it's just a point difference in the sprint races, so marginal gains, but every point will help. Of course with Derek finishing down in P12, it's a big haul of points for Sim Demon in the constructors battle with Roush Racing then. Yes, so while we wait for the start of race 2, of course we're back tomorrow GT2. It is at Red Bull Ring, as I mentioned. It is a sprint week as well, so and all in the Group 3 cars this week then, so qualifying and the 2 races. And as I mentioned earlier, of course, everybody on medium tyres and medium tyres only this week. And then on Friday, GT1, we are racing this week at Kyoto Yamagiwa. Again, in the Group 3 cars then. Of course, last week we had the triple header at Maggiore. Victory in race 1 for T. Schmidt, victory in race 2 for Witchell, and then SBY prevailing, annoyingly, in race 3. I'll have my revenge, don't you worry then. without further ado, let's kick off race 2. Boo, I'm cuckoo. Race 2 is go. Everybody away cleanly this time. Oh no, Jesus has had a poor start at the back. And Zom then is going to lead us away. However, Zombie is looking racy as they head down towards turn 1. Dane drops in behind as well, looking for a gap. Oh, he's down the inside. And we get a royally thick 1-2. Not quite. Zombie's going to hang on around the outside. Big slide there as a bit of rubbing. Midfield we go. Zom leads in from Zombie, from Dane. Goy's in 4th. Andy up to 5th already though. Andy's had a really good start. And he's cleared a number of cars that were ahead of him. Mikey, Face Potter and Odon. Andy, they're going aggressive. They're putting some cars in between himself and the Sim Demon boys. Into the breakers there for the first time. Face Potter's down the inside of him though. Has he got it stopped? Not quite, just touches the gravel. Oh, one of the Pixar cars is in the gravel in the background as well. Who was it? It was Alex Pixie. Oh, Zombie leads. Zom's run wide somewhere. Oh, he's over the curb though. Oh, he's gone full send at the final corner. Oh, he's wide. He's gathered it up. Somehow, here comes the train. The really thick cars there. Dane giving his team an almighty boost. And the 3 wide. Zombie's getting eaten up by Goy as well. Goy on the outside of Dane as they head down towards turn 1. Here comes Andy as well. Oh, they're going 4 wide. Oh, that's not going to work at all. Oh, no. Oh, Dane gets spat out. Yes, Sean, there is the chaos. Oh, what's happened to the foreground? Man, Derek are off as well. So Zom survives, Goy survives, and absolute chaos reigns behind. Face Potter, Andy side by side. Andy up the inside of Face Potter, gets levered a little bit wide. And Mikey now joining this battle. There's Joker as well, going up the inside of Odom. And there's Zeus, Dusty Fossil back in P9. Armor Bruce leads up to P10. And Matman and Derek, who we saw. Side, and then Zombie and Dane, who part of that chaos at turn 1. Dane, the one who got royally shafted there. Sweep through. So from what I could tell that happened, that Zom got the run out of the final corner after Zombie went on the grass. So Zom got punted through by Dane, which slowed Dane up, but Goy got on the outside. They were side by side. Zombie dropped in behind. Andy went to the inside of Zombie, and I don't know if those two were just too late on the brakes being so narrow. Well, they all ended up 4 wide in turn 1, and that just didn't work. And unfortunately, Dane, they got shoveled wide. Andy's in the gravel, just touching the gravel on the outside. It was scruffy for sure. Zombie there felt that he might have been to blame. He waited up, and he carried on, going as well. So there's a lot going on. Difficult to pick it all out. So I'm sure it might end up with the stewards. See what happened then. But all that has left Zom still in the lead of this race then. Of course, he was involved in that battle in week 1 at Brands Hatch with Joker. So he does like this Viper. He's going well on this one. He's a little bit wide there though. Gets a stop there, but Goy's had a good run, and Goy's now all over him. 4 wide never works. No, not really. Maybe a blue moon on a straight, but not into a corner. No. Or Le Mans. You can work at Le Mans, maybe. But, special stage route X, it'll definitely work there. That's the only place you can go 4 wide in a corner. And even then, I don't advise it. It doesn't end well usually. Well, by the look of it, we've got an almighty FTRL train going on here. Zom at the front, then Guy, Andy, Mikey, Face Potter, Joker, Odon, Azus, Dusty Fossil. Together, Armar Bruce Lee a little bit off the back. Matman there as well, then Alex Pixie. And then we've got the delayed Dane, Zombie, and Derek again having an absolute torrid time here. I think he'll be glad to see the back of Sardegna. He is not enjoying himself this week. Up front, it's Zom versus Guy. Is this 2019 F3? And he's coming as well. So we've got 3 very much FTRL stalwarts at the front at the minute. Still going for a move. Thought about it. Zom covers him off. Going a slide, and Andy's very much interested in this battle now again. Going looking to the inside there. No way through. Goy flashing his lights because he is a hazard. Oh, he's over the curb. Bunny hops the car. Oh, he's on the grass. The braking zone, you don't want to be there. Oh, Andy's giving him an absolute shovel around the final corner. Andy is keen to get on with this because he's got Joker behind him now. What he has done is push Goy along, and Goy then has pulled away. Joker, Odom, just to to P6 then. He's using P7, Armar Bruce Lee's in P8, going well. Face bottom down to P9. That man, oh, Mikey, what's up to Mikey? Down to P11. He was running 4th or 5th earlier. Oh, he's over the curbs. Yeah, there he is. 34.8 would suggest he's had a misdemeanor somewhere. He's trying to fight back against Matman. Down the inside. Matman though is going to hang on around the outside. Good driving, good battling. Gets in there. Who scored? Please thought it was Nunes. In fact, Jota. Thought it was Jota for my dream team points. Zombie. There's Derek. Getting there, slip to the back. Diaz, take that. He needs. Good to see him getting some goals. Love that. Love that from us. Right, Andy then has got through into P2. However, he's gone wide. And Dane's left, unfortunately. This would have thought, oh, Jesus Christ. Captain Kev's, oh, going. Starting lap 6 then, and Zom continues to lead. But Andy is closing in. Coming in the fastest lap as well, 26.5. Just matched that again. Last lap, joking out, thinking about a move on Goy. Holds him off into turn 1. He's a little bit wide there, Joker's got a bit of a run. He's up the inside. Ooh, whip and shoulder. And he's forced him wide. And Odon's going to cut the inside of him as well here, is he? Thinking about it. He's going to try and hang on around the outside. Side by side still. Odon then squirreling around trying to get the power down. And Goy will hang on for now. Good respectful driving there between those two. And now Andy has set about trying to chase down Zom. It's now just 4/10 of a second. Mikey now closing in on Armar Bruce Lee. Recover then, P8. Batman then P10. Face Potter kicking up some dirt in the background. Side by side Alex Pixie and the recovering Zombie. And Derek in the background as well. Completely out of this one. 26.8, so he's already managed to set some solid lap times by the end of the first race, but 31.0, 35.0, 27.5s are not where he needs to be. 26.8s are better, so if he can keep doing those, he should be able to make some progress. Change for the lead. Meanwhile, Andy down the inside, holds Zom high, and through he goes. So trying to exercise his demons from race 1. Has Zom got anything for him? And he got a second quicker on that lap, the 26.2 versus a 27.2. has Zom got for him. He's lost the lead Joker in third. He's still hanging on to fourth. Odon right behind him, and Dusty Fossil there as well. These six have made a bit of a break. Jesus is still there though. So this time it's Average Joe's turn to both have a strong race. Mikey is ahead of Armar Bruce Lee's on the grass. Was he forced, or was it his own doing? Passed by Matman and FaZe Potter. His teammates left down the inside as well as his Zombie. And Derek coming in as well. Joker there catching that curb. That's compromised his run, or has it? In fact, no, he's actually had a decent run. Maybe Goy's had a bit of a poor run, and Odon closing in, and Dusty Fossil's closing in as well. Who goes where? Dusty Fossil looks to the outside, now goes to the inside. Odon goes to the outside, Goy covers the inside. That blocks Dusty Fossil's path. Odon hangs on around the outside, and it's as you were. As they go through this long left-hander, so the understeer really starts to hurt you. Goy again defending the inside slightly there from Odon. Outside again. Also waiting for his opportunity as well. Ooh, Odon's had a bit of a twitch mid-corner. That's going to give Dusty Fossil a bit of a run. All the way through there though. Up front, Andy now leads by 1.4 seconds though, but Zom hanging on resolutely. Bit of a poor run up the hill there, but Dusty Fossil not close enough. A little bit of a nudge there. Top of the hill, and what that is doing is letting Jesus close in. So backwards in race 1, but still very much in it in race 2. Now getting his head down. 526.9, we saw him do 25s in race 1, so the pace is definitely there for Mikey. It's whether or not he can start to bang those lap times together further forwards, and Odon has slipped up. Dusty Fossil goes through into P5. Waits for opportunity, and it is forthcoming. However, Odon, we're going to look to fight back immediately. Ties a line there through the long left. Is he going to have a move on the brakes? So they're going for that tight line there to cover off the inside move. But hold on, still very much in this. Purple there, sector 1 from Dusty Fossil, so he's flying. Fastest lap currently a 26.1 from Andy. Just stretching his legs a little bit now. Dusty Fossil trying to get the inside of Goy there through the kink. He'll defend the inside though. Doesn't want to leave the door open for Odon, who's had a good run. Goy covering the inside then. Dusty Fossil switches to the outside. Oh, Odon caught the gravel and the braking zone. Had a big twitch there. Dusty Fossil trying to find the way up the inside of Goy, who slams the door in his face. Dusty Fossil is all over the back of Goy carpet. He's looking for a move to the final corner, trying to upset the rhythm. Goy's a little bit wide. Keeps the pace up though. But Dusty Fossil's got a good run here. Now will Goy hug that white line? You don't want to give him the inside for turn 1. Yep, sends him the long way around. Here comes Odon as well. This isn't over. Odon is still in this battle as well. Now comes over to just open the angle up for the corner, squeezes Dusty Fossil over. Hangs on to the place. Good driving there from all three. Odon there not getting too eager. But Dusty Fossil there trying to get up the inside here. Goy again cuts over to take the line. Oh, Dusty Fossil with a late send. There's contact. Forces Goy wide. Odon sneaks through on Dusty Fossil. Odon taking his opportunity then, snatches back P5, and that's brought Jesus right into this battle as well. And Odon now is all over the back of Goy. As he head through the kink, Goy defends the inside line, Odon to the outside. Can he get switched back up the hill? Oh, big slide from Goy. Odon's got the inside line, I think, but no, he hasn't. He hasn't got the overlap. Goy driving hard on the inside there, trying to send his rivals around the outside. For our nose to tail then. Into the braking zone we go for the final corner. If we can get it right. Squealing tyres there. Everybody seems to have a fairly decent run then. So it's now Odon versus Goy. Jesus had the best one of everybody then. Pops out the slipstream. But Dusty Fossil still getting it for the cars ahead then. He's pulled back away then. Goy defending from Odon. Meanwhile, Odon trying to go the long way around. Has he gone too hot? He has. He's dipped a wheel in the gravel. And that's it. Saves Goy. Oh, now Odon's a little bit wide. Dusty Fossil's up the inside. And Jesus is going to follow him through as well. Odon fights back. Jesus gets the move done. He tries to cut back up the inside though, slides the rears. He's alongside, he's ahead again. And gets the place back. Great battling between these guys there. Bit of a nudge. But everybody survives. Great battling. There's a bit of change me off for P2. Joker has passed Zom. And he's latching onto Andy, who has not pulled away. So Zom, to credit to him, showing good pace. And he's not been able to drop them. Joker went half a second faster on that last lap. Oh, what's happened back here? There's been contact between Odon and Dusty Fossil. Jesus gets through. And Mikey's going to pick them both off as well. Oh, big old slide from Dusty Fossil. Slams into the door of Odon. Matt Man in P9. And the recovering Zombie. And Face Potter. There's Derek in P12. Or Bruce Lee. Alex Pixie. And the finishes them at the moment. A big shame there. Unfortunately, it looks like there's been contact between Odon and Dusty Fossil at the bottom of the hill, which means that the average Joe boys are now 4th and 5th. And they're having a really strong run. Marky then has picked up the pieces this time. Through to P6. 26.2 and 26.8, so he's finally getting to a bit of a groove. Again, it's just that consistency. Look, 26.8, 26.2, but 27.7, 26.3. And there goes Purple in Sector 1. Up front, and it's Andy versus Joker for the second week in a row. Oh, Zom's had his big slide, and he's caught it. The line then to start lap 13. It is 7.5 tenths. So break for turn 1. So now 2.8 seconds back. Hanging on, that slide there just cost him a bit of time, but he's got 5 seconds back to Goy. Goy and Jesus circulating together. Just behind them. And we've got Dusty Fossil and Odon. Matman and Zombie. Teammates together as well in 9th and 10th. Zombie has a half-second penalty there, which might leave him vulnerable to Face Potter. He's got himself into a bit of a groove now. Derek's week to forget continues. And again, P12 at the minute. Well, Face Potter not too far ahead. While Bruce Lee and Alex Pixie. Still on board again with Joker. Go on board, immediately just drifts into the gravel. Now the Group 4 cars aren't so hurt by aero wash compared to like Group 3s, Group 2s. So they're having a little bit of an effect there. Might just be the general understeer because of the lack of the aero on these cars. To the final corner we go. How was your run? He's had a better run than Andy. He is closing. He's got the slipstream as well. Not gaining massively though, so I don't think he'll be a move into turn 1, but he will be closer. The pressure will start to build. About 2/3 race distance complete. At the end of this one, and he's right on the back of Andy then into turn 1. Hops that curb. Clear road ahead, and behind us. There is the chasing Joker. had a great battle last week. Joker prevailed in, mainly thanks to the car advantage he had in that Toyota. This week there is no car advantage, they're in the same car, they're on the same tyres. Joker having a bit of a slide there. Having a little bit of breathing room. Closing in on the brakes again. Fancy a move. Top of the hill, not quite close enough. Settle in, wait for his opportunity. Revving it out there through that corner to hold the nose in. Now this corner is tricky. The final corner is tricky because there's no real obvious braking marker. He had a really good run through there. Continues to pull away then, so he's had a good final corner, pulls away. Not under threat this time around. We start lap 15. 26.3 there from the race leader. 6.5 from the pursuer. So now in a lonely P3. He's 4.9 seconds off that lead battle, but he is 7 seconds ahead of Jesus. And we've got a pack going on. Mikey is challenging. So brake for turn 1. Jesus down the inside. He takes the place, however they're still side by side. Inside for the left-hander. And Dusty Fossil's going to buy into this as well. Mikey's trying to hang on around the outside. Goy Karp's in there as well. He's had a bit of a moment somewhere. He's dropped back a little bit. Oh, nose to tail there. Dusty Fossil at the inside of Jesus. Mikey gets forced out wide. Goy's in there as well. So is Odon. Jesus still leads on with the squealing tyres there. Who was that? Oh, Mikey and Dusty Fossil bang doors. And Mikey gets back through again. Odon trying to look at the inside of Goy down the hill. What a gaggle this is. Get stopped, they are. Look who's joining the back of the pack as well. Mattman's going to buy into this now as well. Oh, Odon getting up the inside of Goy. Goy had a bit of a slide up the hill there. Oh, Odon then gives him the hip and check. Slows to wait for him, and through goes Mattman. Mattman takes both of them. So, opportunistic move there from Matt, and now goes wide. Matt's on the grass as well. Up front, meanwhile, battle's on. Joker's attacking. Got no pressure from behind. Sweep through the S's. Meanwhile, Mikey versus Jesus part 2. This time Mikey's going to get it done, I think. And so Jesus goes deep on the brakes. He's going to switch to the inside now. Catches that curve though, doesn't get the run. That man now heading Odon and Goy Karp and Zombie and FaZe Potter are now closing in as well. And Derek and the two Pixar cars are battling over P13 for the lead. Meanwhile, Andy leads, but Joker is now making big moves there. Andy covering him off, but he's a little bit wide. Joker's up the inside. He's got the run up the hill, but he's on the outside for the next corner. Will Andy hold him out there? He does indeed. Just shows him to the outside. Joker trying to cut back up the inside. Go on board again. Oh, and he's on the grass at the final corner. Joker's got the run. How is he gaining enough? Building up the straight. He's closing in, but I don't think he's going to be there for the braking zone. He's not. To wait for a mistake further back. Meanwhile, change for P4. Dusty Fossil making the move on Mikey, who's got himself a half-second penalty. Jesus has had a moment. He's slipped back to P8 behind Odon and Mattman. And now Goy's got the other touring car, Mag's car. Zombie has arrived. Oh, Odon's got on at turn 1. He's off in the gravel. Through goes FaZe Potter. Ah, shame for Odon. He's had good pace tonight, but he's just not had the results that that pace deserved. For the lead, Joker to the outside this time. Can he get the run up the hill? No, he can't. He shuts the door. The pressure is building. Oh, and he's sideways. Wow. Great car control. Gathers it up. Maintains the lead. Once again, Andy is definitely trying. They both hop a wheel over that curb, unsettles both cars. Well, the Joker is closer, Andy is closing. It's just 3/10 this time. He might be close enough into turn 1. Go on board again. Not going to be close enough then. Somehow Zombie's got up to P6 then, so I don't know what's going on back here. We've got the Touring Car Mags boys versus the Average Joe versus Globo Jim. So we've got 3 teams, both drivers involved in this battle. Oh, Face Potter sent it on the Jesus. Jesus comes back. Derek's trying to buy into this as well. Keep flicking back to see what's going on up front. Down the hill. Okay, for the minute, let's go back to this battle pack. The Zombie's now got to the head of it. Look at this train. Zombie and Matman, 6th and 7th. Oh, who's that going off? It's Jesus. Odon's giving him a yeet. No, he's waited up for him. That's a big shame there. There's a great battle pack forming. This is the battle and for the lead. It's Joker versus Andy still. Andy has so far been resolute in his defence. Not relinquish that lead this time. A little bit wider that time. Joker's had a good run. Joker's had a really good run. Is this the one? He's got on the shoulder cam. Where Andy go? Andy's going to cover the inside. Oh, Joker's found a gap though. He's got the inside for turn 1. Can Andy hang on around the outside? He can. The side by side still. Andy will have the lead. He's got the momentum. Can he sweep across? No, he can't. Joker keeps his nose in. Andy hangs on around the outside. He's got the speed. He gets across. Great driving. Great driving from these two. Really respectful. Their side-by-side action. All the way from turn 1. And Andy just about held on there. Oh, he's a bit wide there though. Joker thought about sending it. Yeah, I agree, Lennon there. I think he was too nice. Yep, elbows needed there. Andy hangs on. Joker with a signal of intent there. Andy thought he had that covered, but he left just about a car's width on the inside, and Joker was in it like a flash. Just caught the gravel there. It's just giving Andy a couple of car lengths. What could be a critical time. Final corner. He's had a good exit this time. Joker's got a better exit there. He's closing again. They're not done. Let's go drop back and see what's going on further back. Carl in 4th, Mikey in 5th. Zombie, Matman, Goy, Face Potter, side by side with Derek, who's into the top 10 for the first time tonight. Hold on then, and Jesus. Dick on Andy's door. What are you looking on, Seth? Oh, Andy's wide there though. Oh, Joker's up the inside. Saw his opportunity. He banged doors. The side by side Joker's still ahead, and he's got the inside for this corner. And he gives him the big squeeze. Joker's still there. Andy squeezes him again. He's ahead. Can he shut the door? He can. Oh, wow. Oh, Andy parks it. That's your elbows. There's some elbows. Andy getting his elbows out. Now what can Joker do? But again, Joker there. Saw a big gap, took it. Couldn't quite close the deal though. Andy survives, but this is now the final lap they're coming on to. Final corner. Can Andy get a good run? Joker again having a better run. Andy hasn't covered the inside again. And Joker's there this time. Right, they're side by side. We're going to start the final lap side by side. Andy going to squeeze him tight. Joker's coming over. Andy's later on the brakes. Joker goes in hard as well. Joker takes the lead as we start the final lap. And his resistance has been broken. However, he's still right there. Joker kicking up the grass there. Andy's got a tighter line though. Has he got overlapped? He hasn't. I don't know, Lennon. I really don't know. I thought it was a given there. Cover that inside. Oh, Joker kicks up the dirt. Has Joker timed his run perfectly? Oh, he's had a bit of a poor run there though. Andy's coming back. Are we going to get a big send there? Joker's gone defensive this time. Parks in the middle of the road. Oh, and he's had a good run. Can Andy get the inside? Not quite. Joker shuts the door. There's the elbows. Andy goes wide, trying to cut back on the inside. Joker bounces off that curb. Has a slide. Andy goes wide. Looking for a way through. Can he get the inside there? No, he can't. Oh, Joker's wide. He's on the grass. Is he going to get it stopped for the final corner? He's a little bit wide. Andy catches the curb, has a slide. Joker catches the grass. But I think Joker's going to hang on. He is. It's going to be the double for Joker. Brilliant battle between those two. And Zom's going to celebrate his final day as a 30-something with a podium. Dusty Foster's going to come home in P4. Mikey gets P5. Batman has pipped his teammate for P6, and in fact Face Potter's got through as well. So Batman crosses the line, P6, Face Potter, P7. Zombie might just hang on there. Goy's closing right at the death. Ooh, 1/10 in it. Between 8th and 9th. Odon going to get P10. Azus P11. Lex Pixie P12. Derek's had another drama late on and slips back to 13th. And Bruce Lee then the final finisher. Crosses the line. So 3 in a row then for Joker. After winning the endurance last week, he doubles up here at Sardegna in another superb and titanic scrap there. I've seen Joker involved in a lot of good battles this season. They had a great one with Zom in race 1, week 1 at Brands Hatch. And great one last week with Andy, and then 2 tonight. And also, of course, a good battle at what was it? Kyoto with Derek and Andy as well. So Joker prevails once again over Andy now. That's 4 in a row. 3. Yeah, because he beat him at Kyoto as well. So yeah, Joker lays another one on Andy then, and he takes victory with Andy P2. However, Andy, I believe, will be closing in on the championship lead after that. Zom, a distant P7, P3 in the end, but 7 seconds, but a podium nonetheless. Great drive from him in that second race there. Dusty Fossil gets to P4, getting involved in all sorts of shenanigans at that pack there, but he comes through in the end. Mikey gets P5. Good night work from him, although we would have hoped a little bit more. Again, the only man into the 25s in that race. Look, 25.8 again. So the 1 lap pace is there for Mikey. He just needs to string it together consistently. Matman comes through to P6. Good race 2 from him. Face Potter comes through for P7. Pip Zombie, he was right at the back after that carnage early on in that 4-way crash at turn 1. He gets P8. Goy slipped back in the end then, P9. But still a good drive, some entertaining battles. Odon is P10. Azus 11th. Shame for the average Joe boys, because they were running 4th and 5th earlier on. Just slipping back there in the end. Derek then, a bit of a week to forget for him. P12. Amar Bruce Lee P13. Alex, where did Alex finish? Alex was behind Derek, wasn't he? Or was he ahead of Derek? So he's ahead of Derek, wasn't he? Because Derek was 13th. So Alex Pixie was in that gap, and Dane, unfortunately, getting levered off in that 4-way collision at turn 1. The only retirement. So, another great week of GT3 racing. And the calendar moves on. But where does it move on to? Is the good question. I will tell you in a second. Next week we are back with the endurance race, and they are at the legendary Mount Panorama, aka Bathurst, next week. Then, so a very stern challenge for the Group 3 GT3 boys in the Group 3s. What will we see next week? That, though, is the end of this evening's festivities. Thank you for bearing with us after our technical issues earlier on. Back tomorrow with GT2. It will be SBY and an other on comms tomorrow for the double header at Red Bull Ring. So join us 8:30 for that. And then on Friday, of course, back to GT1 from Kyoto Yamagiwa. But thank you, everybody, for being in the stream. If you haven't already liked it before you go, please do so. And we will see you again tomorrow, 8:30 for GT2.